Hello everyone. Welcome to more Final Fantasy XIV. Um, I got Archer up to level 16. I haven't done the quest. As you can see up here, violators will be shot. However, I thought that since we just did like quests last, you know, um, word episode, the word was gone. um, since we did the like class quest last episode, I figured we'd come here and do like main scenario quest a bit. So I think I will. Let's see what classes are good. Archer and Arcanist and Rogue all need to go up to level 20 still. So this is a level 20 quest, so I can't do that unless I pick a level 20. So Gladiator, Pugilist, or Conjurer will work. So let's just go ahead and switch over to Gladiator, which I do have a nice, cute little Mog for at the moment. This is the Oasis set, I believe it's called. It's like the Oasis tunic and the Oasis half-throughs. I don't know what a half-true. I don't know what half-trues are, but apparently they're pants of some kind. So there's that. But yeah, I've kept the like blue theme kind of going on. And now that I am off of free trial, I can actually like trade items over to my characters. So I traded over a bunch of glamour prisms from my main character. But yeah, I picked up a bunch of midnight blue dyes, and I've gone in and, all of my glams are currently that midnight blue color. I'd still like to get the stuff that makes your like earrings and all this stuff here on the right side. I'd still like to get the items that make those invisible, but I don't have access to that yet. So, technically I do. It's just a matter of having the money. Actually, I wonder if I could buy those. Well, I'll take a look at that later. Right now, we need to talk to Emmeline. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs, yes? For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more, you'd do well to speak with the master of this hut, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the Sylphs than I'll ever know. Alright, so Rolf Hawthorne. Because this is over in Hawthorne's hut, by the way, so Hawthorne. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, said to be well versed in Sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about the Sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're peculiar folk. How peculiar are you, ask? Well, just let me tell you. They're... Beg pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, and might have more luck with them. Alright, let's talk to Isabel then. The Sylphs, yes, Father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Alright. Let's check around here then. Right. Blysette. The quickest way to equip a woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuffs on the Sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Alright. So they don't eat. The Sylphs, inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing more ball faces on our masks, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Alright. That tells me a little bit about the Sylph at least. So, there's that. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. The Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. Rolf would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending the Sylphs. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along crap, what was it again? My wife Rose and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rose at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. Rosa Hawthorne. Alright. So let's head on this way. And we'll go speak with Rosa. So I tackled a lot of the enemies in this area to get my the hunting log up. On Archer, levels 18, 19, and 20 are all that are left for Archer. Unfortunately, of course, she's level 16, so not exactly the greatest thing to try. So, a peace offering for the Sylphs. For anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, the tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the roots of the most fiendish seedkin, the oku. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the Sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an oku around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Ready to stimulate it somehow with some of this amber syrup, for example. You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Alrighty. So that's fine. The oku that are not in this area are the oku that are in like the other area are a lot more dangerous. So like you can find them all the way down here, but they're like level 20. So not great to try. Not great to fight. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea, because these are level 20 quests. Come to think of it. I don't know why it would not let me target the Oku, but whatever. We managed. Somehow. Yeah, present the milk root to Wolf. Alright. So now let's run on back to the Hawthorne Hut. Also, if anybody's looking for these stupid goblins, these goblin hunters, because these show up in like almost every Gridanian, like, you know, Lancer and Archer, like Gridanian class. They're right here. They are an absolute pain to find because they're only in this one area, and if you're just wandering around the path, like, you will not even see them. You have to be here to even have a chance of seeing them. Like, you have to be this far in. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I'm always just like running along like this. Kind of doing like this, you know, to kind of try and find stuff. So then I come like across this, and I don't even like cross there. So like, I don't even see that, you know. So if anybody needs goblin hunters, there's a good spot. There's the spot right there. Every time I end up needing goblin hunters for a class, like I needed for Archer, as I was doing some earlier, I end up always forgetting where they are. So, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milk root. The thick white sap extracted from this ochre root has the power to grant its user wondrously terrible visions. Milk root, but of course! Those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flag and a mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Anyway, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. First contact. Rolf has gift wrapped your offering in preparation for your journey into the sylphs. I don't know what that word is. Taking the liberty of wrapping your milk root, well and good. It should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the morbol that put an end to my adventuring days. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to, yes? Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know their kind of heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Oh, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Ameline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. Alright, let's talk to Ameline. It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young Sylph by the name of Kumuxio. He has served as an intermediary between our people on many an occasion, and has a close ear of his tribe's elder. Saw that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. Something of far greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elder seed seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of an envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridanian's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with the long-standing friends of the forest. War with the Ixal has taken a toll on her resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May 12 see you return with good tidings. Alright. Off we go to Little Solace. And it will take me a moment to get there because it's way over here. And I have to get past all of these high-level enemies. Okay, I forgot it wasn't that far away. I was just used to not using them out for these quests, I think. Because that pause was like 5 seconds. I even still had like the aggro from the enemies that I grabbed as I was going over here. I'm also used to like the Heavensward zones, which like this amount of space here in Heavensward is equivalent to like this amount of space. Like it's ridiculous. The zones are just so much bigger, really, is what it is. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. So we have to, oh, right. So we have to slash dance for Kamuxio. And this one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. The way that the Sylph talk is so annoying. Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Milk root and a letter to the elder. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks, gives many, many thanks. Walking One carries a message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with you people. We've come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. So it's been forever since I last heard the English voice for, Papalimo. So, unfortunately, I might not be getting that right, but, you know what, these Walking Ones come from Gridania. Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. To go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Low Souls have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. A letter carried by Kazumi here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seedsir herself. Still you would refuse us? And this one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking One's waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Kazumi's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile flirtery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Alright, I need absolutely none of these, because these do no good to me, but whatever. Also that them coming in made me realize that I still have the Japanese turned on. And I almost had a blunder, because if there had been voice acting, it would have been wrecked. He has a notion of how one might earn the Sylph's trust. Say, Kazumi, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join. Ow! Ow! There go those bloody light cramps of mine acting up again. That's actually really funny. It's actually really funny with what I know about later in the game. She doesn't want to dance. It's actually really funny. I won't say anything that's spoilery, so... Oh, lucky one knows Charlie Dance. Charlie Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Also, we have Zacchaeus, along with an equipment clother and tailor. Actually, wait. Speaking of clothes and tailoring and such, these are all level 17. Oh, okay. Nope, these are all, like, low level still. I was like, wait, are these better? But they're not. Nope, and I have level 20 paladin gear. I could buy better gear, because I am level 25, but oh well. This one is weaving cloth. Walking One would know more. This one does not trust Walking One, so do not show respect. I forgot to dance. I right-clicked, just thinking, oh, talk to. I just forgot to do dance. Walking One would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed, but this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if Walking One learned the secret, Walking One could not weave in the same way. It's actually true. There is a special Sylph silk item. Sylphic silk, technically, is the full name of it. But yeah, there is an item you can not weave yourself. You have to buy it from the Sylph. So, it's a couple of items, actually. Just one, main one is the Sylphic silk. Walking One is a friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious elder of one of Forest City. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Hey! I danced for some of the Sylph and they liked it. So now let's see if the Sylph will like me. Kazumi, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all the little soulless. The better news, why I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Onwards to our next adventure. Sure you did. It definitely wasn't that you just didn't want to dance. Apalimo has a notion of how you might endear yourself to the Sylphs of Little Solus. Kazumi, as an adventurer, you are no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solus do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled Sylph and see what might be done to ease their worries. Sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylph are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You'd be better off inquiring with Hera Media of the Gridanians who reside here. She is most likely to be privy to the Sylph's troubles. Alright. Media. Here she is. Totally missed where she was. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solus are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Actually, that's what I came here for, so... Being a temporary settlement, Little Solus wants for amenities, not least a set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from malms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. The Zizgorlins and Nullgnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome. Slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you should gather 3 brownie brushes as well. Wow, that was hard to say. Play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details. And what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deed, seek out Kamuxio. He is slow to warm up to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Alright. Well, I can see that something's right, here. So we can go over here. Looks like it's the brownie brushes, so somebody's attacking a North Shroud Lemur. I wonder if that's for a quest? I don't actually know. North Shroud Lemur. It's level 19, so I'm assuming that we'll have to also fight it at some point, because probably for one of these quests. But at the moment, we're okay. We don't currently have to fight it. But I'm going to assume that we will at some point. It's probably for one of these quests. I've said that like 5 times now. Oy. Oh well. Marisae's Spire. Nice. Here's the Oku. In fact, there's a fate going on over here. This fate lasts for like ever. Lazy Lawrence over here. Again. So that is a, like, raid slash world boss type thing. Like, yeah, it's meant for, like, a full party of, like, 8 people. To fight just, like, that one guy. So... And you might say, well, you know, what's stopping you from, like, going in when you're over-leveled? And the answer to that is the fact that it's a fate. And in order to even, like, attack the guy, you have to sync your level. And if you do that, then you end up getting kind of screwed over because then it's impossible for you to do anything. You know, because low level and all that. So, I don't actually think this is a great idea. Well, I guess they're only level 16, right? And I'm only level 16, so there's that. So I don't really know if doing this fate with Rogue is the best idea. But I've already started it as Rogue. I mean, all I have to do is stop fighting, and I could, you know, like, switch classes, but it's fine. So, I do like, the class that Rogue turns into, though, the Ninja. It's actually really cool, the kind of things that you can do as Ninja, so. Alright. Yeah, I conquered that fate pretty easily, actually. It ended up being really easy. For the most part, the mobs were, you know, aggroed to the freaking NPCs. So it really did not become much of an issue at all. I think also the fact that I just know more about the game now than I used to, I think that helped out a lot in, like, you know, not dying. It's like, oh, I actually know, like, what I'm doing here, you know? So, but it did level up leveled up Rogue to 17, so that was nice. Not a lot of difference between levels, except for Gladiator and Pugilist both being level 25, so. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. How about some mushrooms? Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to these ones' abodes, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. Yay! It looks the old little souls wouldn't trust you with the task. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since Walking One's last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. And this one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! And this one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones. And Walking One, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking Ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. So convoluted the way they speak. It really is. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. There's 2 of them down here, and then there's one that's further up. I guess I could have hit that first and then come back. Oh. Those are all the way over there. Okay. Yeah, I'll hit up this one up here then. And then we'll head back to Hawthorne. And then we'll come back here for the end of the quest, I assume. I think I did that last time too, where I was like, oh, it's a, there's others over here. And then I didn't realize that it was all the way back at freaking Hawthorne. Shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary, like touched ones. This one hates scary. Scary ones have scary scary ones have scary friends. Speech. It is not the easiest thing for me, apparently. Granted, I'm talking to creatures that have a really awkward frickin' speech pattern too, so it's not exactly the easiest speech pattern to speak, and so I'm sure that is a factor as well. So, also, I'm definitely used to having a much higher riding speed than this. So that's also a little unfortunate. Also, I'm kind of used to having flight. And so I'm like trying to remember how to get up here, whereas normally I would just fly up. But can't do that. So once we hit level 50, we'll have flying basically everywhere though, so it's not too difficult. Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. Couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Alright. And let's talk to Monet. Monet? Not really sure. Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Speak with Camuxio again. Alright, now we gotta run all the way frickin' back to Lil Solus. So, last time I paused because we were right here, and Lil Solus is literally right here, so not really much point. Or nope, it's not right there, it's a little further down. But yeah, there was no point to it last time. Like, it would be one thing if it was, like, me editing stuff. It's another thing when I have to, like, click out of the game, click pause, click back into the game, all that stuff. It's kind of a pain, so. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? Also, you're in a strange outfit now. This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes and go, walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. And this one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go look for steel ones, yes? Where did they mock? Oh, right over here, huh? I figured it would have been down here by Castrum Oriens. So, oh well, that's fine. So there is a garland device of some kind right over here, according to the quest. Let me go ahead and switch to Gladiator because it's higher level, so less likely to aggro these gnats during the fight. I say, as I then immediately aggro a gnat. This is the problem that I had last time too, is I kept aggroing like these enemies that are just outside of like the quest area, and then I would die because I was usually like one of the DPS classes that doesn't have like really good stats, like armor or healing or anything like that. So then I would die, and it would suck. Deliver the quartermaster's log to Kamuxio. Will he even understand? I guess so. They do seem to speak our language, though not great. So I guess maybe they can read it too. How does everybody know, like, the one language? Dancing one is back. This one breathes sigh of relief. This one was worried. Dancing one found something. Here. Dancing one found paper inside a box. This is a message from Empire. This one can read Walking One symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside boxes. This one knows. But this one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all come from home of these ones. How do steal Walking Ones know to find them? Is there sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to steal Walking Ones? This one fears for one's home, but Dancing One has helped this one much today. Dancing One must promise to always be friend to these ones. I will promise that, indeed. Brotherly love, Kamuxio is pining for a wayward friend. Helpful one arrives at good time. This one needs help. Helpful one's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solus alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful one must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Hurry before Claxio ends up in the belly of the beastly one. It's been a while since I did these quests, so I don't remember what happens here. Oh, I keep hitting N instead of M. It's really annoying. Claxio is right there. I'm gonna end up still with at least one of these guys, so I might as well fight it real quick. I don't need to kill this thing, but I don't know how much further I'd have to go to get out of aggro, so... Hi, Claxio. What? Walking One wants this one to return to Little Solus? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not these ones. This one wants to be alone. These ones rely on Walking Ones for everything. No better than those ones that summoned a Primal One. Small wonder this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a home, but the Meddling One arrives. Forces this one to go deeper into the forest. Meddling One is forbidden from following this one. Away with Meddling One! Now he go deeper into the forest. So now I have to go talk to Kamuxio. Oh my god, so much back and forth. But then he's probably gonna end up like up here, I bet. And that might be me actually remembering, and if that does happen, then it's probably that I remembered it without actually knowing that I remembered it. So, I just have a feeling. So it wouldn't surprise me. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones and went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched ones lurking in the forest. Helpful one must hurry and find Claxio. Helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest floor. Those things will lead Helpful one to Claxio. But hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. Alright. Oh, yep. See, right there. Right up there. There's probably markers that show you where to go normally. But it looks like the quest marker itself just says it's right up here. Usually, if you're supposed to be tracking something, some item or something along the way, it will, like, show up on the quest marker, too. So, I think it's a fine if I just go straight there. Hey, it's these guys! The swollen Gigas, the glowflies, and the jumping Gigas. Hi, Claxio. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with Paladin for this. Level 26, okay. Level 26 is the highest that I can be without it, like, lowering my level. So, I'm level 25, so that's fine. Meddling One is back. This one told Meddling One to be gone. Tell Kamuxio that this one will never go back. Never. Uh-oh. The touched ones. Touched ones should go away too. This one is a good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Good screenshots. Be on guard, Kazumi. These Sylph have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu. Akin to the Amaljas tempered by Ifrit, these Sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll not answer to words, only steel. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Alright. Sylphid Snarls. Claxio, these ones are your friends. Come with these ones. Serve Primal One together. No, one's a good one. We'll never go back with bad ones. I'm also definitely used to having a much higher skill speed. What is this, 2.49? Yeah. I'm used to 2.35. Like, I know it's only, you know, a tenth of a second or whatever, but still. No, not Stinky One. Stinky One is scary. Stinky One stinks, makes this one's head go spinning. Kazumi, Papalymo. Papalymo and I can handle this beast. You take care of the Sylphs. Milkroot Moorball. Oh, jeez. Paladin, yeah, so few things, it's really boring. Yeah, Papalymo, I can't bear the stench any longer. I'm doing the best I can. We dispatch the Sylph surely. Oh, and now it's running away. Okay. Duty complete. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Kamuxio and Meddling One as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Kamuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from Lil Solus. This one was just afraid. These ones will live at... these ones who live at Lil Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that those ones were forgetting whose those ones are, like touched ones did. But this one was wrong. This one can see that now. Meddling, helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return to Lil Solus to be with Kamuxio and friendly ones. Well, that should see to that. Let's say we return to Lil Solus as well. I, for one, could do with a nice hot bath. Alright. Since we have to make our way back, I think this is a good spot to end at. We can pick up right at Little Solus and talk to Kamuxio. So I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe. Check the video description down below for a link to the playlist. That way you can catch up on any episodes you missed. There's also a link there to my Patreon. Feel free to check that out, because it really does help out the channel quite a bit. And with that, I'll see you all next time. See you later. Oh, wait. GC salute.